seems like I've got battery. So we're at the beautiful mighty river once again. This time we're hitting the upper river. Last time we were kind of in the lower section, so a ton of people. It's a Saturday, so a ton of people are fishing the lower section. A bunch of drift boats, rafts, bank anglers, you name it. So I tried to get away from people coming way up here to the upper section of the river. We got some steelhead gear, got some salmon gear, and trying not to fall here as we're hiking through the woods. We're gonna try and make it happen today. Starting out here at our first hole. Today I got a bait caster set up. Right now it's got a drift fishing rig on it from the last video. And then I've got a spinning rod set up, which if you guys know me very well or watch a lot of my videos, I don't like to fish spinning rods a lot. But today I kind of felt like, you know, let's just fish with the old spinning rod. So first hole here, gonna start on this inside. A little late start today. It's probably almost 10 o'clock. So we are getting a later start. I mean, when there's this many people on the river, if you can start out here at, you know, 4 o'clock in the morning, you know, that's probably your best bet. Try and get to these fish before anyone else. But, you know, when it's your only day off, I like to try and sleep in and you know, at least a little bit. So I don't mind coming out here fishing behind people. You know, fishing behind people, all it does is make you a better angler. You know, when you have to fish, when you have to catch fish. Oh, that's a smolt. That's high. That's got a little one on there. That was such a good bobber down. That got my heart racing. Geez, so I'm just fishing a little bead here. Gonna keep this guy in the water. I see a lot of people that catch these little guys. They mistreat them. They throw them on the bank. They drag them around. These are our future fish. That's a little future steelhead right there. And you can see I just pinned him, but trying not even ready to touch him, just shaking him off. And there he goes. That was such a good bobber down. Running a, I believe that's a 14mm Charisse bead on there. That was such a good bobber down. Anyway, back to what I was saying is, you know, coming out here later and just fishing behind all these anglers, all it does is make you a better fisherman. You know, you gotta find a way to give yourself an edge, you know, a secret technique or a, you know, a special lure or something that other people aren't fishing that's gonna give you the extra, you know, extra magic, if you will. So that's why, you know, I like, it just makes you a better fisherman in my opinion. So I like the challenge. I like to do it. I know there's fish in this river right now. Will I actually get my bait in front of one today? Maybe, maybe not. But I know I have a good chance. Alright guys, so how I have it set up today is I've got an inline peg tied in, so just a bead tied in. And what that does is I'm using a soft bead. You guys know I like to use the Randy Bell's Incognito beads a lot, but these soft beads with that inline peg makes it super easy to change out your bead. I can just slide that bead down off the hook, boom, that bead's still good. I can go over here, put it in my box, and I can pick what color I want next. So I'm going to switch it up a little bit here. Let's see what I want to go with. I'm kind of looking here to see what pops out. sweet pink cherries popping out. I'm gonna go with one of these orange ones here. So then all I have to do is grab my hook, try and do this keep it as centered as possible in the bead, but just kind of hook it right through the bead onto that hook, slide it up and over that peg, and there we go. Now I've got a new bead on just like that. I can get to fishing, and it's super easy to change out. And I'm actually going to grab a couple different colors here, maybe a sweet pink cherry, might grab a bigger bead, try that. I'm going to stick those in my pocket just so I can switch out super easily back and forth between my bead color. And I always like to stick my beads in the water, so I'm going to drop that down, see how that looks. That looks really good. That looks super good in this watercolor. Actually, you got really green water right now, really good looking steelhead water. So I'm gonna try a couple different colors and sizes of beads throughout the day, as well as I'll probably run some worms, maybe some jigs a little bit. Beads are just so easy, you know, and convenient to fish. I'm fishing it on a long leader, and I can just kind of let that bead swing through here. Could tie up a double bead setup honestly at some point today too, but there's a lot of rocks and boulders in here, and I don't have to worry about that bead getting hung up. I can just let it swing and drag right through these big boulders. Oh, that was 1,000% a fish. 1,000%. Bead change, bobber down, missed it. Cannot get any fishier than that. That's right in the spot. That's why it's important to switch your beads up. I was running that smaller Charisse bead, put on that bigger orange one, bobbered down. Let's see if he'll come back for it. Right there. See, that time, bobber didn't move, and that bobber shot down. So that was 100% a fish. Could have been a smolt, could have been a salmon, could have been a steelhead. So now I know that there's a fish in here. So now I'm gonna really, really work this hard, change up a lot, see if I can get that fish to come back. All right, guys. Switching spots here, back downriver where we were in the last video. This morning when I drove through here, there was a couple guys out here, so I just decided to go upriver. But now, there's nobody here. Like, everyone hits this spot like early in the morning. It's a hatchery hole. Everyone's like, oh, you know, be there first one at 5 in the morning. And then like they fish till like 10 o'clock. And then everyone just leaves. Either they caught fish or they didn't, and then everyone just ends up leaving. That's probably a smolt. So then, you know, by the time 9-10 o'clock comes around, nobody's here. You know, a few drift boats come by. You know, a guy might come and toss a spinner here for a little bit, you know, here and there, but no one's really consistently, you know, fishing it. So you know, I thought I'll go back down here, see. Sure enough, no one was here, so we're gonna give it a shot. All right, guys. Well, no fish. Kind of a tough day. A lot of people fishing on the river, and had a couple good bobber downs. Probably all just from smolt, but you know, getting out there, trying, and hopefully soon we can connect. I know of a lot of fish being caught up there right now, so hopefully one of these times we'll get lucky and finally get one. So thanks for watching, guys. I really am thankful for your support. So keep hitting that like button, keep commenting, and see you in the next one.